Okay. I think we're working here. Got one on so far, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys will be able to get on here. All right, Ty sees me. All right, good. Sorry about that technical issue. I still don't know what the problem was, to tell you the truth, but now we got people hopping on. Good deal. How's everybody doing? Thank you, Landon. I'm going to ask a question about this hat tonight, so giving you a heads up. Going to ask a question about this hat. What up, Tyler, Frank, Aiden, Landon, N5 KDA. How's it going, man? Terry, Matthew, Outside World was almost first tonight. Jim, I'm freezing too, man. It's brutal here. Brutally cold. Ty doesn't know. I'll give you a hint. This hat, I'm going to ask a question about this hat tonight. And it's baseball season. This hat has to do with baseball, not fishing. What up, Brant, Clint, Ajo? Doing okay, just praying for my grandfather. He's in the hospital with COVID. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Frank. We will pray for him, too. I like prayer. Clint from Del Rio. Okay, you got to have some good weather. Although I heard they were getting snow in Texas. Did Del Rio get any snow, or is it still decent down there? John Gill from Canada. How you doing, man? JB, the boat repairman and the fishing lure maker. Thanks, Yeti Whisperer. One of the questions tonight is going to be about this lid. So I'm giving you a heads up. There's Jan. Hola, Jan. Our buddy from Puerto Rico. Clint, not yet snow. Yeah. There's Ronald. How's it going, man? My kids say all I ever do is talk about the weather, but when it's this cold, it's definitely something to talk about. I showed the guys on the Thursday night live. We had a Thursday night live for you guys that missed it. My Mr. Bass sticker on my Yeti cup looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? My buddy Jim made this logo for me. He's an artist. I think it's pretty sweet. He's in the business of making cool stuff like this. So if you need anything, let me know. Somebody asked me this week. I can get you in touch with him. I think it makes my cup look cool. He drew the fish by hand and the letters. He drew the letters by hand too. He's a lettering artist technically. Pretty cool, huh? Gonna be 12 degrees tomorrow. That's brutal. Although Friday I woke up and it was 0. So 12 would be nice. Yeah, Nebraska. I lived in Nebraska for a few years. It can get really cold up there. Crappie and white bass, hybrids and stripers is my target, but I'll take whatever bites the hook. Nice. Chops bearded. He's got a sweet beard there. Don't say that, Ty. -17 on Monday. Man, I don't even get out of bed for that on that day. Wow, Mississippi's that cold. There's Kick Your Bass. Hey, man, thanks for hopping on. I know you can't make Saturdays, but you were on the Thursday night live. That was fun. Wow. Yeah. It's hard to fish when it's that cold. Our water's too hard. Actually, the ice actually is probably hard enough now. We could actually ice fish. We don't do much ice fishing around here because it doesn't really get safe. What's up, John Kilborn? How you doing, man? What's going to be the topic? We're going to talk wiggle warts mostly tonight. Kind of what we did Thursday night, but I'm going to expand on it a little bit and show some of you guys who weren't on the Thursday night stream. Warts. I'm going to ask. Some of my questions are going to be about wiggle warts tonight too. So if you were on Thursday night, you should know the answer to a lot of these, or you'll have seen my videos and there's questions on that. John is on the ice. Dude, that's the way to watch a live stream. Ice while you're ice fishing. That's sweet. Yeah, so we're going to talk wiggle warts. We're going to have wiggle wart questions. I'm going to ask some repeat questions to help some of you guys out. And I'm going to throw you a few zingers like this question on the hat. Normally, I would give you info ahead of time, but this one's going to be kind of a surprise. Although some of you will probably be able to figure out what the question is. Yeah, I've mixed up the spin to win wheel. Just one change on it, which will be fun. -9 tomorrow night. Terrible. Yeah, wiggle warts. Wiggle warts are rare. At least the old ones are. So I'm going to show you some of my custom painted ones and show you some of my favorite ones. And I'm going to show you some of the new ones. And then I'm going to let you win a new one. And yeah, we'll see what happens. What's up, Bob? How's it going, man? Thanks for hopping on. Matthew, how you doing? Right on. I get a lot of mine on eBay, Frank. Yeah, so the KVD tonight. What's the KVD prize tonight? Well, the KVD prize tonight is the same one we've used the last few weeks and haven't been able to get rid of. It's the Lucky Tackle Box Panfish Box. So if you land on panfish, you land on KVD, you win the panfish box tonight. I took Roll Tide since football season's over, even though Bama's doing really well in basketball. And I might ask Bama a basketball question tonight. You never know. So in place of the Roll Tide, I got a Wiggle Wart. Now this is a new Wiggle Wart, so it's not one of the high dollar ones, but it's a good color and it will definitely catch you fish. So if you land on that, you get the Wiggle Wart. Everything else is pretty much the same. So we'll talk about that when we start spinning. Had to postpone your trip. Yeah, I would have postponed my trip to the Ozarks too, man. They got frozen water down there. It's crazy. Right on, Kyle. We got to stand up for Chief Wahoo. Long live Chief Wahoo. And I'm not even a Cleveland fan. I'm a Royals fan. But we got to stick together. The old Berkeley's Frenzy. Don't see many of those. Matt is at his winter home. That's cool. Nice. Right on. Let's see here. Okay. Let me give you a few announcements. The KVD reel. We are giving away the KVD reel on the live stream March 13th. March 13th is the day. I finally nailed down the day. And that's because I want to give guys a little more time to possibly win and get in the drawing. And on March 6th, I may be at a tournament. I'll still be able to do the live stream if I'm at my tournament on March 6th, but I may have to do it on the road. So I'm not going to do the giveaway on March 6th. Brewers fan. Oh, man. One of my favorite Royals is a Brewer now. Yeah. Mark your calendar. March 13th. The KVD Quantum Smoke Reel. And I know you guys always ask to look at the reel, so I'll take it out of the box. You can look at the reel. John, you're a Cincinnati Reds fan. I used to live in Louisville, Kentucky, and Cincinnati, is really close to Louisville. Here it is. Thanks to C. Big Hill. He donated this to the group. He's sharing the love. And we're giving away this cool quantum reel. KVD Quantum Smoke. That's a nice reel right there. Yeah, cool handles. So that is the prize on March 13th. So you're asking, how do I get in the drawing? The way you get in the drawing is when we do the spin to win wheel on the live streams. If you win, if you answer a question right and get to spin the wheel, your name goes in the drawing. So what are the questions about? The questions are about fishing. They might be about the Mr. Bass channel. They might be about things Mr. Bass likes. And they might be about other topics we've talked about on live streams. It is right-handed reel, outside world. It is not left-handed. Sorry. So if you're a lefty and you win it, you may have to sell it. Trade somebody for a left-handed reel. Brandon Belt fan, Giants first baseman, huge bass fisherman. Cool. What's the gear ratio on those reels? Sagan Day. It is a 7-3 to 1, I think. 7-3 to 1. 7.3 to 1 gear ratio. Right hand retrieve. Yeah, Jan, it is some guys that are lefties still use right-handed reels and vice versa. So I've never done that. In fact, a lot of guys flip and pitch with the opposite reel that they normally would use so that they can keep their dominant hand free. That's cool, Frank. That is cool. Is there a delay on mobile? I want to answer as quick as possible. I don't know if there is a delay. Hopefully not. Cybot LEL. But I really don't know. Will you announce the winner on the live stream? Yes, I will announce the winner on the live stream, John Gill. Landon, I use whatever I can get my hands on. Spoken like a true 14-year-old. I think he's 14. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, the Thursday night live stream. How'd you guys like that one? We didn't give away any prizes. We just talked fishing. How'd you guys like it? My tournament is at Lake of the Ozarks, Matt. If the water is not frozen. Hey, Braden. Good to see you, man. John liked it. Braden liked it. Yeti liked it. Well, I'm not going to do spin the win wheel on Thursdays, but I am going to keep the live stream because some guys can't make Saturdays. But what I did decide to do is I'm going to give away one on Thursday nights, just one. And I'll tell you what the prize is in case you want to get on Thursday night. The Thursday night prize is going to be the Blade Crate. The Blade Crate is what we're giving away Thursday night. And if you want to know about the Blade Crate, you can go watch my video on it. It's pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet. So I know some of you guys were like, oh, man, I want that Blade Crate. So Thursday, you could win it. I don't know how I'm going to give that thing away, though. I got to figure that one out. We'll figure out a way between now and then. Yeah, Landon, it probably will be pricey to ship it, especially if a Canada guy wins it, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, one of the things I wanted to ask you guys, John Gill did me a favor. He sent me a video of a guy helping out the channel the other night. And his name is Christopher Shue, and I've never seen a Christopher Shue on the screen. Who is he? Do you guys know him? Anybody know Christopher Shue? He was sharing some love on another fishing podcast or fishing live stream, telling him our channel's great. And I wanted to thank him, but I don't know who he is. I've never seen him on the live stream before. Have you guys? I figured he might have, one of these code names. Yeah, Landon. Thanks, buddy. Landon tagged me on the TikTok too. Appreciate that. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. He wanted me to be on the Burley show. Oh, Burley Fishing's got a really good channel. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's bigger than I am. In fact, Burley and I have the same kayak. Well, Thanks, Christopher Shue, whoever you are. Appreciate it. Yeah, Burley looks like a good dude. So what are some of your other, hey, Pop-Tart. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Yeah, we are. We're both monster bass ambassadors. But some guys get more than others on that stuff. Yeah. That's kind of what I decided, Landon. It's kind of, you know, a lot of channels give away one nice prize and they're trying to draw in viewers. Well, I'm trying to draw in viewers too, but it seems like you guys have more fun when we share it, and lots of guys can win. So the other thing you'll notice a lot of other channels do, I don't blame them for doing it, obviously, but usually the prize they're giving away is because, you know, their company, their sponsors giving them the prize to give away. And I don't have that luxury, so I'm giving you my own stuff. And I think that's why a lot of those guys only give away one prize. They only get one donated. And that's what they're giving away. So there's a big double D. Cool, Clint. Hope you like it. I like Rick over there that runs Monster Bass. I think he's a good dude. I don't know him that well, but I've talked to him a couple times, and the stuff I've seen him do and hear him talk about his company, it seems like Monster Bass is trying to help the fishermen out more than just build a business. He's obviously trying to build a business. He's got to make a profit and stay in business. But I think he's just a good dude. You know, Mystery Tackle Box is such a big company. I don't even know who's running that thing. And, you know, they punt tons of money into Guggen stuff, and they don't connect with the small time guys very much. And I like the fact that Rick connects with the smaller guys. Yeah, I've been getting the Monster Bass a long time. It's pretty good stuff. There is an argument out there, though, that if you can only spend $40 a month, should you be buying a monthly box? And man, I don't know if I can honestly say you should. I think if you're going to buy one, Monster Bass is the best. But if you can only afford $40 a month or less, you should probably use that money to buy specific lures for the time of season you're fishing that you know will really work in your area. Now, one good thing that Monster Bass does, I think, better than the others is they do think about the seasons. You know, like a spring box, they're going to put stuff in the spring in the springtime. They're going to put shallow running baits for pre-spawn and spawn time fishing. Although that multi-species box they did this month, they put a buzzbait in there. That did not make sense, because I've never thrown a buzzbait in 40-degree water in February. The rest of the baits looked good for this time of year. Yeah, Jim, I like the 6 cents bag a lot. The thing about 6 cents is you know you're going to get 6 cents lures, and those are really high quality. So every month you're going to get some. Yeah. Okay, so I asked you guys, this was kind of fun. Last week I asked you what your personal best was. And that was fun. You guys like doing that. So I'm going to keep that question going. What's your PB? But in addition to what's your PB, tell us what you caught yours on. I can tell you immediately what I caught my PB on. It was a white lizard. White Zoom lizard. Yeah, Frank, you're right. If you can only get $40, go to Academy or something. Get some good price baits. Good thinking. So John caught his PB on a Rebel Pop R, a big one, the Magnum. And Ty caught his on a chatterbait. John on a rope worm. Were you drop shotting it? Braden on a lizard. Outside World on a rattle trap. Yeti Whisper on a Cinco. I got a buddy who caught a 14-pound fish on a Cinco. Landon on a lizard. Pop-Tart on a buzzbait. Aiden on a live shiner. Cinco for Big DD. Bob Witt, a white chatterbait. Almost 7 pounds. Jim on a red craw crankbait. N5KD8 on a baby torpedo. Tyler, a clout worm. Terry, a KVD 1.5 green tomato. That's a good color. Kyle, another stick bait, yum dinger. Matt's PB is 9 pounds, 4 ounces. Bam. On a spinnerbait. Joe, 5 pounds, 1 ounce on the tube. Frank on a baby bass super spook. Jan's got a 0. Poor Jan. He says there's no bass down there where he's at. John Smith on a finesse heavy cover hook. Frank's was 6.5 pounds. Landon, lizards are so underrated. Lizards are awesome, man. John Smith ran out of rebarb hooks. I use those rebarb hooks on mine. John caught his on a musky bucktail. You're right, Bob. I use lizards on beds all the time. It's a great, great technique. Pop-Tart caught his on live wild shiner. Sagan caught a 10.5 pounder on a black and blue brush hog. Jeez. Look at that. JB, 3/4 ounce spinnerbait and 60 feet of water. Bam. That's nice. Clint on a Bomber A. That's crankbait if you guys don't know. 7.3 pounds. Landon Jan's asking, what do you fish for since there's not bass down there? He does have peacock bass. That's right. Nice. My brother was a 10-pound, caught a 10-pound on a live bluegill while he was fishing. It came up and ate the bluegill. I bet that was fun. So that's a good question. Maybe you haven't caught a huge one, but Reed's asking, what's the biggest bass you've seen somebody else catch? FTW Fishing Texas Waters from San Antonio. How's it going, man? Look at that, an 18-pounder. That is a donkey. Where in the world were you at when you saw that? Because to catch an 18-pounder, you got to be pretty far south. Outside World has seen a 12-pounder caught. A lot of 12s. 2 lakes with Florida strain bass. Yeah, that would explain it. £18 is humongous. Ready for bass fishing in Oklahoma. We got 15 to 20 inches of snow coming. Whew, 15 to 20 inches. That's insane. I don't know what Discord is, Jan. Sorry, I'm clueless. But that sounds like a great idea. Yeah, man. It's amazing watching somebody catch a huge one, except you feel absolutely sick that you didn't catch it yourself. All right, let's see. What else was I going to tell you guys? Got to look on my notes here. Oh, yeah. Biggest switch fish was a 49-inch pike on a 5 of diamonds. Holy cow, man. I've caught so many fish on a 5 of diamonds up in Canada. So many pike. That's all you need. You can go up to Canada and all you need is one lure, 5 of diamonds, and you'll catch tons of fish with that thing. It's amazing. When you're coming down and fishing Springfield. I know, Sawyer, I need to do that. It's too cold right now. The water's probably frozen in Springfield too, isn't it? 865 Outdoors. How's it going? Yeah. The Johnson and the Daredevils, I mean, those are all very similar lures. Look at Landon. He's already itching to spin. Relax, buddy. We'll get to it. Oh, man. I like the Daredevils too, man. I've caught a ton of fish on them as well. What's my favorite bass lure? You know, it's kind of hard to say, Swat, because I have so many favorites. So it depends on the time of year, you know, when early spring, when I can throw a rock crawler or a wiggle wart, I love those. And I love fishing a Ned rig. I actually like fishing slow a lot of times. There's some guys who only want to power fish, but I like slow finesse fishing as well. So it's really hard for me to say my absolute all-time favorite technique. I love fishing a Cinco. What do I think about Guggen? I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't really have much of an opinion about Guggen. I think some of their baits are pretty decent. The KO wobbler. A lot of guys love Guggen. You can't, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about him. I know there's some guys that really can't stand the whole Guggen squad deal, but hey, man, they've turned it into a heck of a success story. And a lot of guys like their lures, and you can buy their baits are everywhere now. And all the ones I've looked at look like they're pretty high quality stuff. Guggen just announced their Bandito bug will now be made 50% stronger, more durable. Ah, Big DD, I went broke from Guggen. That's exactly what they're counting on. They want you to buy. Yeah, most guys are upset, mad because they're more successful. There is a lot of that for sure. Yeah, I love spinnerbait fishing too. When you talk about favorite techniques, love fishing a spinnerbait. All right, we could go ahead and ask a question. When's the Mr. Bassler coming out? I don't know. We might do that someday for sure. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Is the Guggen chatterbait awful? Is that what you're saying, Bob? I've never tried it. I will try a lot of new lures, but I also have my go-to lures, and I usually don't like to switch out from them. Yeah, Catchco, same company as the Guggen Squad now, basically. They're just branded differently. All right, let's go ahead and ask a question here. What question will we ask here? Okay, I'm going to ask a question about something that happened on the live stream Thursday night. So, what happened to my KC hat? Oh, I still got it. I love my KC hat. It's baseball season now, though, so I'm wearing some baseball hats for a while. I got a Royals hat here somewhere up there. Might wear it one time. Let's see. Owner of Favorite Rides has a stake in Guggen Baits also. Huh, didn't know that. Okay, question number 1. This is open to everybody. During the live stream on Thursday night, Mrs. Bass, my wife, brought me a snack. What did she bring me? That's the question. What was the snack that Mr. Bass brought me? John Gill is the first winner of the night. Man, that dude is fast. And you talk about delays. He's in Canada. He's in Canada and can land quick. It seems like everybody could. You're right. It was bacon. And it was candied bacon. And it was good stuff. In fact, after the live stream, I went upstairs and ate more bacon because it was good stuff. So John Gill, right out of the gate, is the first winner. He does have fast fingers. He's got to. Now, what do we know about John Gill, though? The odds are at least 50-50 he's going to get the red X because he gets the red X a lot, and then he'll answer another question and win. So that's the way it goes. Hey, man, candied bacon is amazing. It takes the two best food groups, pork and sugar, and put them together. It's amazing. Oh, it might have been John Smith. Okay, here we go. John Gill. I don't see John Smith. Is John Smith on tonight? All right, John Gill. Are you ready? Jeez Louise. He wins the Wiggle Wart. First thing. Can you believe that? All right. Let me put it down on my list here. John Gill wins the Wiggle Wart. All right, I'll give away a couple of Wiggle Warts before we take that down, and then turn that into a red X. That Wiggle Wart color is PB&J, John Smith. So John Smith is on here. Congratulations, John Gill, on winning the Wiggle Wart. Let's see here. What time? I got some new stuff I was going to show you guys. Before we do that, though, do we have any newbies on the live stream? Is this your first time? If this is your first time, let us know who you are. Just say me, first time, or something like that, so we know who you are. We got anybody new, or is it just all old timers? Yep, I know Braden's not new. Curly Q2, welcome. Sweet. There's a new one. Frank's Fishing, first time for Frank's Fishing. Cool. Clint's new, although this is not the first for him. You should have a clock that counts down to the next question so people won't bother you about when the next question. Man, swak fishing, that's a good idea. I oughta do that. Welcome, newbies. Everybody, welcome them to the group, to the Mr. Bass team. Happy to have you guys on. Yeah, I recognize a lot of you guys are on here every week, but happy to have new folks on. Spread the word. We need more new folks. Let me show you some new stuff I got. Some of you guys probably have some of this stuff, and you can tell me what you think about it. Battle box. You guys know what this is? How much is it to ship a reel? I'm thinking of sending one in to give away. I don't know, Landon. Depends on how far away you are. It'd probably be $8 to $10. Curly Q2 cannot watch long because too many baits behind you is causing me much anxiety. Well, this is just scratching the surface. These are my swim baits and some of my wiggle warts, but you guys who have seen my tackle room, you'll have to fill in Curly Q2 about, I got a little bit more tackle than this. Wouldn't you say? A little bit. Hey, speaking of tackle, you got any of you guys that watch that Justin guy, Justin's channel, Justin something. He does Tackle Wall Tuesday videos. And I sent a video in of my tackle wall for him. I don't know if he'll put it on there, but it should be this Tuesday coming up if you want to go see it. Yeah, you're right, JB. Just a wee bit more than what's behind me. Justin Royal, that's right. Justin Royal has a cool channel. And he does this on Tuesdays. He does a video where he shows people's tackle walls. So I sent a picture in of my tackle wall. So let me show you, if you don't know about this battle box. This is for terminal tackle. And it has these tubes, these little canisters that you put terminal tackle in, and they have these foam things in them. If I can get it open, I don't know if it twists or pops off. Squeeze the sides. That's what you do. It has this foam thing that you put inside here, and it keeps your weights from knocking all around. And I don't know if this thing's good or not. It is waterproof. Any of you guys have one of these? What do you think of it if you do? The battle box. It's full of these little canisters. Kind of back up so you can focus a little bit. Depends on what you're looking for. I have not tried the Mafia coffin yet. No. And then it has one of these foam things. This is kind of similar if you've seen my Gamakatsu boxes. It has slits in it, and you put your hooks in that. And then they also have a little box here with a place for your tungsten. I don't know if this is something I'll use or not. I thought I'd buy it and try it out and see how I like it. And if I like it, I'll keep it. And if I don't, we'll turn it into a giveaway at some point. Yeah, it's basically just jars to keep your terminal tackle in instead of normal tackle bins. Company called Cal Coast Fishing makes this. And they make a few other products that I already use that I like. So I thought I would possibly buy it. I mean, try it. I've actually got another way that I store some of my terminal tackle in little jars anyway. And the problem is I don't have any place to put them. In fact, let me grab that. I think it's sitting right over here, and I'll show you what I did. I got the idea from my wife. You should go to Walmart and find a budget backpack. I've already done that. Here it is. Landon. This is called the Ozark Trail. It's made by Walmart. And if you're looking for a good, inexpensive backpack, this is it. I've done a video on this, but it probably hasn't been published yet. So just in case you're wondering, Landon, here it is. This is the best budget backpack on the market. I'm almost positive. It is loaded with features. I was blown away with how many features this little backpack has in it. And it costs $30. $30 at Walmart. And it actually even looks cool. It's got orange accents, and it's got topo map stuff on the front of it, and it's pretty sweet. And when the video comes out, you can see I go through the whole thing like I do on all of them. But yeah, it's $30. I paid $30 for it. So it's actually really good quality, AJO Fishing. I was amazed. Not only is the material good quality, the zippers even feel good compared to even some of the more expensive bags out there. So hard to believe. I'm going to go grab that thing. Hold on a second. You can stare at the wheel. Okay, so this is an idea my wife gave me, and I just put it in one of my boxes that I had square bills in. You see inside? It's kind of a cool idea, really. And it might even be cooler than the battle box, to tell you the truth. Landon, the bag is not fireproof. So when you open up, check that out. Kind of cool, huh? And then, you know, you want some Nico hooks. There they are. Some wacky hooks. There you go. And then I got a bunch of bullet weights, you know, and other weights kind of in these. These don't have the foam inserts in them, but it might actually be easier. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but this is kind of what I was thinking about. See you later, Matt. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, I've never seen anybody do anything like this. You can buy these little containers. You can buy a bag of like 50 of them. You know, they're made in China, but they're pretty decent quality for fairly cheap. And I kind of like it. Drop shot weights. Octopus hooks, nail weights, rattles, all kinds of stuff. Ned heads. And it fits in this waterproof box actually really well. Super heavy though. So that's something I'm experimenting with. Yeah. Why would you need a fireproof fishing bag? Listen, if the boat's on fire, you're not going to care about that fishing bag. you're gonna have a lot more to worry about than whether or not your bag is waterproof. All right, let's spin again here. We'll spin again. All right, we'll do a question for 15 and younger. If you're 15 years old or younger, this question is for you. If you are older than 15, do not answer the question, please. I'm going to keep on the bacon theme for a minute. What kind of grass you guys run on your rigs? That's a good question. Try the H2O terminal tackle box at Academy. Funny you mentioned that, Curly Q. I've got that. I have where's that thing at? I actually have the H2O terminal tackle box, and it looks a whole lot like the Bass Mafia box. You guys want me to go grab it? You want to see it? Ever use bacon as a trailer? Look, Hog Farmer's asking because he's trying to figure out how to sell more bacon. Well, I have not used bacon as a trailer, but I have used pork. Pork trailers work great, especially in cold water. Hog Farmer was talking about bacon as a trailer. Oh, man. We're talking about fireproof fishing bags and bacon for trailers tonight. This is classic stuff right here. Have I ever fished the Z-Man hula stick? Absolutely. Swisher sweet. It is great. Hey, Swisher sweet. That reminds me of a story I ought to tell you guys. When I was a brand new apprentice electrician, my very first week on the job, I got assigned to work with a guy named Billy McClendon. And Billy was a good old boy. He had really long hair and a scraggly beard, and he loved to smoke Swisher Sweet cigars. And I don't know if you guys know about Swisher Sweet cigars, but they come in a box of like 5 cigars, and they have a plastic tip on them. I've never smoked them because I don't smoke, but they smell pretty good. And Billy McClendon was addicted to Swisher Sweet cigars. And every morning after we loaded up the van, we would swing by the convenience store and he would buy 5 packs. 5 packs of Swisher Sweet cigars. So 25 cigars, 5 times 5. And guess what? During that 8-hour day, he would smoke all 25 cigars. That is no joke. He smoked 25 Swisher Sweets, one right after the other all day long. And guess what? At the end of the day, I smelled like a Swisher Sweet cigar. There was no way to avoid it. We drive with the windows down, and it did not help. Hey, congratulations, Swat. Look at that. Smoked for 22 years, and he just quit 3 weeks ago. Congratulations, man. That is awesome. Yeah. Rest in peace to his lungs, man. 25 cigars a day. I don't know how he did it. I worked with him in that van for about a year, and I don't know how many I smoked just by secondary smoke sitting there. Like I said, I never technically smoked them, but I guarantee you through secondary smoking, I probably had my fair share of Swisher Sweets. How about that? Crazy. Just triggered a memory. All right, we were going to do a question here for the 15 and unders, and they probably are dying to get to the question, as Zachary Dunn has just said. Can you do a question, please? Yeah, we're doing a question. Zachary Dunn, the Tambaki Lord. What is a Tambaki Lord anyway? It's got to be... Is this something you've made up, or is this like something legit out of a video game or something that I know nothing about? Because I do not play video games at all. Literally not at all. All right. 15 years and younger. Here's your question. It's about bacon. The last question was, on the last live stream, Mrs. Bass brought me some bacon. I ate the bacon, but I had a friend with me that ate the bacon too. Who was my bacon eating friend? Trevor Thompson. You are right. And you are the first one. Andy, my dog. Trevor Thompson, congratulations. My dog Andy really enjoyed that candied bacon. He loved it. Trevor Thompson, congratulations. Now, hopefully you don't land on a red X. I've actually decided to change one rule, though, on the red X. If you're 15 and under and you land on a red X, I'm still going to give you a prize. If you're over 15 and you land on a red X, sorry, no prize. It's my rules. Okay, Trevor, are you ready to spin to win? Let me know when you're ready. Jan, get the drum roll going for us. All right, Trevor's ready. One. Okay, Trevor, do you know how this works? If you land on a 1 or a 2, you can pick from one of the buckets, the bait buckets. We got a hard baits bucket. We got the soft plastic bucket, which is there. And we got the miscellaneous bucket way over here. No, way over here. So Trevor, Trevor wants a hard bait. All right, here we go. Here it is, the Senshi 5 deep crank. Show you a deep crankbait. Pretty cool. This is called Silver Run. Silver Run. All right, congratulations. Okay, so tambaki is a fish. I should have known that, I guess. All right, now we need to have a little clarification on the rules because some of you guys are messing up here. Here's the rules. What I say goes. It's my giveaway. So if I say Trevor was the winner, then Trevor's the winner. Don't question it. I'm picking what I see on the screen as the first correct answer. I'm not trying to cheat anyone out of prizes, but if we have people arguing over I was first, then we just won't do it. It's not worth it. Got it? So when I announce the winner, that's the winner. And if I inadvertently make a mistake, then I will correct it later. But we're not going to have arguments on here about who was the winner. Got it? Okay. What box did you get that crankbait in? That was the hard bait box, John. The hard bait bucket. Is that what you're asking? Sounds like I'm in preschool again. Yeah, I know. Geez. That's the first time I've had to do that. But last week it got a little out of control. And it looks like this week it was already starting. So we got to nip that in the bud. Basically, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to disqualify you, and you're not going to get to win prizes. You're just going to have to miss your turn. That's probably the only way to solve that. Curly Q, I don't have a current tackle tour video, but I will do one. Guys have been asking me that. I've really just kind of been waiting for more subscribers on my channel to do that. Did what originally come in a box, Daniel? What I don't know what you're asking, man. Make another rule, no begging. I know it. Jeez. Don't beg. Why should begging change anything? We just got a fair deal here. You answer the correct question, you're first. We spin the wheel, you win a prize. All right. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Daniel Hedrick. That probably did come out of a box. It probably came out of a Lucky box or a Monster Bass box. Didn't look like a Monster Bass bait. So it may have come out of an MTB box, a Lucky Tackle box. I've also got a few lures in there from the Warriors tackle box, and there's a few in there from what's that other box called I got up here? Outlet Bait and Tackle Secret Bait box. Could be out of that as well. Should do a walkthrough of local tackle shops. Maybe they'll give you a discount. Yeah, no, actually, one of my local tackle stores up here, Rogers Sporting Goods, awesome guys that run that place, and they got pretty decent selection. They're actually making their own line of baits, and I'm gonna do a deal with them and kind of spread the love there and see if I can't help them sell some of their baits. Yeah, me too, Tyler. I like talking fishing more than anything. Okay, Frank's saying that brand is a Lucky Tackle Box brand, so that's probably it, Daniel. I can't remember because I've just taken all these boxes and dumped them in there, and then I've even taken some of my own personal baits and put in there as well. Do I shop at Rogers? I sure do. I love Rogers. They know me on a first name basis there. I've probably paid for their college kids' tuition at Rogers. Okay. Let's see. Let's do another question here. All right, we'll do it on my hat here because it's baseball season, and as you can tell, I got a baseball hat. What team is this? What team is this? It's a minor league team, obviously. Yeti Whisper. I knew he was going to get it because he said he'd found out. The Cannonballers. How about that? Is that a cool logo or what? The Kannapolis Cannonballers. That's a real team. They're in the White Sox farm team. A-Joe Fishing is absolutely right. So if you're a Chicago White Sox fan, the Cannonballers, they're part of your farm system. I'm not a White Sox fan, but I like the minor league teams, and some of their logos are just off the charts, crazy cool. See you, N5KDA. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hopping on. It was fun. That's right. So just keep that in mind because I'll probably repeat some of these questions in the next few weeks, especially some of the baseball questions. So remember, this guy flying, this baseball man flying through the air is the Kannapolis Cannonballers. So Yeti Whisper, you get to spin, man. Yeah, I do that too, Ty. I go into Rogers and get one thing and come out with 20. Rogers is just a local tackle store here in the Kansas City area where I live. Sabat Lil. They're a local tackle store. And they big tons of hey Sue. Tons of hunting stuff too. They got an archery shop. They got gun safes. They sell ammo. Yeah, Rogers does carry the Yami fish, Jim. Yes, they do. How do we have only 24 likes? Good question, Daniel. We need more likes. Smash the like button, guys. All right, Yeti Whisper. You ready to spin? Let's do it. Yeti Whisper is smart. He's like, I know nobody's gonna know the answer to that one quick. I can get one. That's a 1. What do you want, Yeti Whisper? Which bucket? Hard bait? Soft bait? Miscellaneous. He wants the miscellaneous bucket. It's back here. So what's in the miscellaneous bucket? Terminal tackle, line, buzz baits, spinner baits, fishing kits. What's this square box thing? Let's pull it out and see what it is. How about that, man? You got a white box. Woohoo! Congratulations. Dude, white box. I don't think anybody's ever won a white box before. What's in it? I don't even know. Dude. Double wall. This is a Danco premium quality double wall vacuum sealed stainless steel cup. And it's got like this fish scale pattern on it. There you go, dude. You have won a stainless steel cup. Fits in your hand, does not sweat, BPA free. 10-ounce stainless steel cozy. Yeah, so let's see if Dr. Pepper will fit in there. No. Oh, you unscrew the lid, unscrew this ring. Oh, stainless steel koozie. That's what this bad boy is. How about that? If you're a beer drinker, which I'm not, put my Dr. Peppers in there. Anyway, trying to get the lid to screw on here. I don't want to break it, but there you go. Congratulations, Yeti Whisperer. Now when you're out having a cold one, you can be thinking about the Mr. Bass channel. Nice. Yeah, well, I can't make the miscellaneous bucket full of things that are way better, because then everybody will be picking the miscellaneous bucket and we'll be out. But I don't even know where I got that thing. It must have come in one of those boxes or something. All right, I'm writing this down so I don't forget. Uzi. Nice. It does not come with a Dr. Pepper. I do not share my Dr. Peppers. That's right, Curly Q. I do not drink. Okay. Heck, that was fun. Let's do one more here while we're on a roll here. All right. This one, I think this one will be hard. You got to be a diehard Mr. Bass fan and probably watched all my videos to get this one. So let's see if you how well you've been watching my videos. All right. I did a video on a kayak fishing. I'm a kayak fisherman. You know, you guys know I love my kayak fishing. And I did a review on a crate, a fishing crate for kayak fishing. What is that crate called? What was that fishing crate called? That's the question. Hobie is my kayak. But the crate that I did the video on, I put it together in the video, and it is strong. It's this good, strong, solid crate. Yes. John Smith, you are first. Another Canadian. Tough crate. Curly Q's right too. The Flambeau Tough Crate. Curly Q, you were just out of the money, dude. You just missed it. But John Smith, see, we got 2 Canadians that have won already tonight. How's that possible? Those Canadians have a quick connection. So congratulations, John Smith. You get to spin. The Tough Crate is it's a pretty cool crate, guys. In fact, I have to admit, I really like Flambeau stuff, like this Flambeau blade crate. It's awesome. And the Flambeau Tough Crate for kayaks is really cool too. I don't use it on my Hobie now because I have a Hobie crate, whatever those are called. But it is a really cool crate, and I used to use it on my my native watercraft boat. Yeah, most of my questions are going to come from my old videos, so just go watch those videos. Yeah, the H crate, David. You were right, man. That's a good crate. All right, so let's spin this bad boy. John Smith. Two. You, all right. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, if you land on a two, you get to pick from two buckets. So pick your poison, John. The Flambeau crank crate is awesome too. I've never tried that Flambeau crank crate, but you're tempting me. You're tempting me, man. All right, John wants one hard bait and one miscellaneous bait. So here's the hard bait bucket. Pretty sure this comes from the Monster Bass box. The Super K Jigs Walkabout. This is a topwater lure, 3.5 inches long, and this is doesn't give you the color on here, but this is kind of like a perch color, although it's got a blue back. Perchish bluegill, maybe. So that's your hard bait, John. Miscellaneous now. Miscellaneous. The Chase baits. Rip, Snorter, Weedless Vibe, Swim bait. Pretty sure this came out of a Monster Bass box as well. Pretty cool. Congratulations, John. Super K Walkabout and Chase baits, Snorter, Rip Snorter. Man, those Canadians win every week. They are lucky, lucky, lucky. Dave, I picked up a Wilderness Systems crate at the end of last summer waiting for open water to try it out. Man, I can't wait to get back on out on the kayak. This water needs to thaw. Landon's office game tonight. Yeah, Landon, what's going on, buddy? John's helping you. Focus, focus. The good news is the two Canadians cannot guess anymore, so that should help you, Landon. John Smith, can I give that swim bait to someone in the chat? Yes, John. If you want to give it to someone in the chat, go for it. Just tell me who, and I will send it to him. Mr. Bass, here's a question. Who's the mascot of the Cannonballers themed after? Anybody know the question? Know the answer? I do not know the answer to that. It's a crazy looking mascot, though, isn't it? Okay, John. Who did you pick? My day was great, Landon. Clint, well, let's see. That's not. Some of you guys are. Yeah, he looks like Evel Knievel, doesn't he? He does look like Evel Knievel, but he should be on a motorcycle. John Smith, are you giving the swim bait to Curly Q? Curly Q2? All right. Congratulations. Curly Q2. Curly Q2 gets the Chase baits Snorter. Congratulations. Thanks, John. That was very nice of you. Sweet. All right. So if you are new to this, if you are a winner, send me a DM on my Instagram account. My Instagram is at Mr. Bass TV. And send me a DM with your address and your name and tell me what you won. And then I will compare it with my list and make sure. And then I will get it in the mail to you. Zachary Dunn's birthday is in 5 days and he wants a new iPhone. We are not giving away any iPhones, Zach. Sorry, buddy. But I hope you get one somewhere from someone wealthy. Amazing. Yeah, that was awesome, John. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. That's mighty Canadian of you. Our Canadian guys are some good dudes for sure. All right. Let's see. What else was I was gonna show you guys some other stuff that I picked up that I think is kind of cool. Check this out. Who has one of these? The Z-Man bait lockers. The mascot is themed after Kannapolis's favorite son, NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt. May he rest in peace. Really, Dale Earnhardt's from Kannapolis. What do you know? Well, the mustache definitely looks like Dale Earnhardt. It's cool. That is a cool piece of trivia. How about this bad boy, man? The Z-Man bait lockers. Pretty amazing. This thing is so heavy duty. I couldn't believe it when it showed up how durable this thing is. It's lined with Velcro on the sides, and then you got these Velcro dividers you put in here, and then you put all your Z-Man plastics in that bad boy. And then they've got these clear pouches here for jigs and spinner baits and stuff like that in the lid. And it's also got a big, huge mesh pocket on the back. I mean, this thing is sick. And then it's got like this rubberized bottom to keep everything dry. I had no idea it was this cool when I ordered this thing. It is really awesome. Any of you guys have one of these? What do you think of it? I really like that Reaper hoodie you showed off the other day. Yeah, dude, that Reaper hoodie is sweet. The Z-Man bait lockers. I'm pretty stoked about this thing. So let me know what you think of this, especially if you've got it. How do you like it? Is it worth it? Or do you not end up using it? Throw your wallet in the bucket. John's got a bunch of Strike King Rage Craws in his. Well, heck, you can't go wrong with Strike King Rage Craws, dude. Those are amazing. All right, we're supposed to be talking about wiggle warts tonight, and Ty's getting us back on track here. Baseball season where the wiggle wart is, you should put a home run on there. Get 4 baits. Come on, Ty. You can win 3. Isn't 3 enough? All right, I'm going to show you guys some of my custom colored wiggle warts because the guys on Thursday night really like looking at those. I'll give you a quick rundown on wiggle warts in case you don't know about them. This is a wiggle wart right here. These are great crankbaits that were made by Storm Lures. And then the Storm brothers sold the company in like 1999, 2000. to Rapala. And when they did, Rapala changed the mold on this bait. And it runs a little different now. The new ones run a little different, even though they look very similar. Let me show you a new one. And the new ones still catch fish. The new ones are good. The new ones are pretty cool as well, really. But like, here's a new Wart. And I'll get the same color of the original. So there you have them. New one, old one. And even though they look a lot alike, they are just a tad different, and they fish differently. They both catch fish, but these old ones, they're really, really sought after because you can only buy them on eBay and garage sales in the secondary market now. So these have gone way up in value. This one you can buy for about $5. This one maybe $50 or more. So I'm going to show you a bunch of old ones tonight. The ones that I have in custom paint colors. So you can just kind of see some of these cool paint patterns. Here's just kind of a basic orange crawdad with red eyes. It's pretty cool. But I got some other ones that they start up in the game. Here's one that has a nice craw pattern on it, but the colors are way more natural, except for the red eyes. Do I sell any of my fishing stuff? Yeah, I do sell fishing stuff at times. Yeah, we got a lot of tackle sickos in the world. Happy to be one of those, Curly Q. Check out this pattern. Custom painted. I like this one. You can get Wiggle Wart blanks. They're not the same quality. Yeah, you can get Wiggle Wart blanks by at least one company out there, but they're still not Pre Rapala Wiggle Warts. Now I'm going to show you some even more sick colors. Look at this one. This one you can almost see through it. And this thing is really pretty awesome. It's got an orange belly, but look how subtle that orange is. They have two hooks, but a lot of these I either don't have hooks on them right now, or they might have one off because I was switching them up or whatever. Nathan, I'd love to have Mr. Bass mystery box. I might do that. I might create some. I'm thinking about doing a Mr. Bass prize pack of some kind that we'll make as part of the prizes at some point. I really think this color is sweet. I like it a lot. But I've got some that are even cooler looking. This one's kind of similar. This one is trying to mimic a very popular one out there called the V59, which is Phantom Brown Crayfish. But this is a repaint. I still think they've done a pretty good job of it. This is a very popular color, Phantom Brown Crayfish. Here's another color similar to one of those I showed you before. These natural craw patterns work great in the Ozarks. And that's mostly what I'm throwing is a craw pattern. They put like a little bluish gray dot on the tail of this bait. And then an orange underbelly. Red eyes again, brown back. This will definitely catch them in the Ozarks. This is a good Ozark color. Yeah, that's a nice repaint. Now I'm getting into some sicker ones. I got 3 others that are really sick. Check this dude out. Yeah, I like the idea of a Mr. Bass mystery box. That would be cool. Get a Dr. Pepper in your box. That'd be sweet. I mean, look at this one. It is just, man, this is some artwork right here. I can't even remember who I bought these off of now, but man, they look too beautiful to fish. What's my PB on a wiggle wart? Probably about 5 pounds. You can catch a lot bigger ones than that. I just haven't. I got a couple tangled up here. Smallies love them. They say steelheads. A lot of guys use wiggle warts for steelheads. Look at this one. Man, check out the bill on that. This is a sick color, dudes. Look at that thing. I don't know if it's better if I put my hand behind it or not for you guys, but. And then it's got an orange belly too. Now, how do you know a wiggle wart is a Pre Rapala, one of the more expensive ones? You look under the bill and it will say wiggle wart on it like that. If it says wiggle wart, you know you got an expensive one. You've got an old one. That's how you can tell the big money ones. Okay, when you repaint them, though, they're not worth as much money. I mean, a new paint job one like this usually goes for around 25, 30 bucks maybe. Let me show you underneath on the new ones what it says on those. And this is how you can tell the difference. See that? Storm. The new ones say Storm on the bill. The old ones say wiggle wart. So if it says Storm, you know it's worth about 5 bucks. If it says wiggle wart, it's worth a lot. Brown trout love them too. How about that? Okay, let me show you one last custom color that is also pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty painful when you get snagged, break off an old wiggle wart, Big DD. I'm going to show you a super expensive one here in a minute. Look at that color. This was painted by the same guy. You can see he uses the same pattern on the bill. Red eyes. Look at that thing. Orange. Pretty sick. The other thing, if you're looking for new or old ones, you want to shake them and make sure you hear those rattles. These olds, over time, the rattles get stuck. And if the rattles are stuck, they're not worth as much. So now let me show you one of the most expensive wiggle warts of all time. I did a video on this one. So I'm going to ask you, this is going to be one of the next questions here. This is maybe the most expensive wiggle wart of all time. Here it is. What's it called? This is a question. So first one to answer it gets to spin. Might be one of the most expensive wiggle warts of all time. Terry Nance. You got it, buddy. Blue mackerel. Blue mackerel, the V44, is one of the most expensive wiggle warts on the secondary market. I mentioned in that video that I have seen this sell for $2,400. $2,400. That was when the market was super crazy, overhyped, expensive. It doesn't go for that much now. But even now I've seen it go for $600-700. I was lucky. I won this one in a raffle. So I only ended up spending a few dollars in the raffle for it. I couldn't believe I won it. It was amazing. So that is that. Now, I got to go back on my scroll here because I forgot who I said won. Do you guys remember? That kind of messes up my theory, what I was saying before there. Terry Nance. Terry Nance is the winner. Hey, Terry, are you ready to spin? Have you ever won before, Terry? I don't think Terry has won before. Jan's got the drums going. Here we go, Terry. Whoa, jackpot. Dude, you landed on Mr. Bass. There's nothing better than landing on the Mr. Bass logo. You get to pick. You get three baits, one from each bucket. Or you could pick them all three from one of the buckets, or however you want to mix it up. I don't care. Man, dude, Terry. Jackpot. Pick your poison. What do you want? One of each, or do you want to mix it up, or what? How about that? He wants one from each. Okay. Hard bait bucket first. The Vicious Fishing MC65 crankbait. This is Sexy Shad. All right. Soft plastics. We haven't had people picking the soft plastic package lately. All right. This is the V&G Lures Deadly Dudley Jr. Rat Tail. The color is called Frog's Breath. It's a 10-pack. Looks pretty cool. And then miscellaneous. Miscellany. What do we got here? The Booyah Toad Runner Jr. And this is bluegill color. Sweet. How about that? Terry scored. Booyah. Stupid autocorrect on the computer keeps changing. It does not like certain lure names. Booyah Toad Runner. Nice. Congratulations. KJ31, thanks, man. Are you new, man? I don't recognize that. Don't recognize that. All right. Now I'm going to show you a couple of other wiggle warts that are super awesome fishing warts. In fact, I've got a video that I just did on these that I haven't. I'm going to do a premiere on this I think tomorrow night. So if you guys want to watch it with me, it's going to premiere tomorrow night. It's going to be my top 10 wiggle warts for fishing down here in the Ozark area. These are my top 10, my favorites. And here's one that one of the guys put on the screen that everybody loves down here. This is called Missouri Craw. Missouri Craw. So let's make this a question that guys can answer. What is the number? What number is the Missouri Craw? Is it an LV or an S or an SP or a V? What's the number? Who knows the answer to that one? You can spin to win. Missouri Craw. Job Varghese. You got it, dude. You were the first to answer. It is the SP90. Missouri Craw. And this is a highly sought after lure because it's a great color. And it's expensive. These are hard to find. I only have a few of these. This thing I saw on eBay the other night was going for, I saw it sold on eBay for $399, $400. So Missouri Craw is an awesome lure. Job, you get to spin, dude. Varghese. All right, dude. Let's spin. Are you ready, Job? All eyes on the wheel. Spin to win wheel. Let's see if we get a thumbs up from him or something here, and then we'll spin it. All right, Job. Let's do it. Oh, dude, he got the X. Job got the X. Unless you are 15 years or under, Job. Job, are you an old dude or are you under 15 or under? Dang, sorry, Job. But you're not a complete loser, Job, because your name goes in the drawing to win the fishing reel. Here's the fishing reel that we are giving away on March 13th. Your name is now in the drawing. So it's not all doom and gloom, buddy. Here's the other thing. Because you got an X, you can still guess tonight. And you could get to spin again. Normally, you only get to spin once if you won. But if you won, you got the right question and land on X, you get to spin again if you get another question right. And you may say, that's not possible. John Gill does it all the time. He gets an X, and then he just answers another question and wins. So thanks, buddy. Appreciate your honesty. All right, let's go back to more of my favorite fishing wiggle warts. Here's another sweet one. This one's still in the package. This is what they look like in the olden days. One of their packages. I'll turn it this way so you can see. Another crawdad pattern. This is called the V62, which is also called naturistic or naturistic brown crawfish. I didn't even know naturistic is a real word. I think Storm just made that word up. Naturistic or naturistic. Why didn't they just say natural? Natural brown crawfish or crayfish. No, they got to say naturistic. No idea why, but the V62 is lights out. It's a great fish catcher. I love it. You can get the V62 in a solid lip like this or a clear lip like this. Some people like the solids, some like the clears. Okay, I'm going to stop asking Wiggle Wart questions because we're stressing Landon out. No. I know most of you guys don't know much about Wiggle Wart, so that's not much of a way to win prizes. So I'm going to ask you a few other questions. What are we doing for time here? Wow, we're almost 2 hours. It's been flying by tonight. All right, let's ask a few more questions here. See if I can get you guys a few more prizes. All right. This has to do with one of my previous backpack videos. And I recently published a backpack review video on a backpack. In fact, this was my last backpack video, I believe. And this was an orange backpack. Who makes that orange backpack? Look, Jim Collins, dude, he answered before I even finished the question. You are the winner, Jim Collins. It was the Cast King backpack. And I am going to give Job another chance because he was the second to answer right. He answered the Day Tripper. It was the Cast King Day Tripper, and I would accept either answer as correct. And since they're both different answers, we'll give Job another shot. Job and sorry, my memory's so bad. But Jim Collins, and then Job. All right, Jim, let me know when you're ready to spin. We got a thumbs up from Jim, so here we go. All right, Jim says let Job go first. But if we did that, he'd get another X. Holy cow. We landed on a red X again. Man, some nights we do not land on the red X at all. Twice in a row. It's sad, but it's freaking funny, man. Can you believe it? Twice in a row. Job, dude, it's not your night. All right. Sorry, Job. It's just one of those things, man. Can you believe it? All right. Jim, here we go. One. Okay, which bucket do you want, Jim? All right, he wants one from the miscellaneous bucket. All right, Jim, an HF Premium Fishing Lures hollow-bodied frog, black with a blue tail. Congratulations. And let's face it, there was too much confusion on that last one. So we got to give, don't you guys think we got to give Job, we got to let him at least pick one out of one of the buckets. Don't you think so? What do you guys think? Should we give Job the opportunity to select one bait? There's one yes. Give it to him. Yes, yes, I agree. All right. The verdict's in, Job. You get to pick. So what bucket do you want? We won't spin, but we'll just let you pick a bucket. We're not going to spin. We know it's going to land on a red X. It's pointless. Job's doomed to the red X, so we're just going to have to give him one. What bucket do you want, Job? He's doomed. He's doomed to the red X. Red X purgatory. Job wants soft plastics. All right. Just going to pull the top one out. Bam. This is 13 Fishing. Big old worm. This is brand new, even though the package is torn. And it's torn because the only way you can open these is you got to tear them open. And for one of my videos, I opened it up to look at it. But they're all here. They're all brand new, never fished. 13 Fishing, nice shaky head worms. This is kind of like a trick worm. So congratulations to Job. 13 Fishing worms. Nice. Now, if you're a winner, send me a DM on my Instagram channel at Mr. Bass TV with your address, and I will get these out to you. Yes, those are some big worms, Jan. Are we going to do a 15 and under question? Yeah, Landon, we gotta get the odds in your favor, don't we? Yeah, let's do a 15 and under question here. Let me see what I got here. I don't know if you guys would know the question of that or not. Let's see here. Sorry, this is taking me a second here. All right. I'm going to ask you guys a question. If you're 15 and older, you can answer this. And this is a question about our bass fishing, our Mr. Bass fishing community here. You guys should know the answer to this one. And no cheating. Don't give them the answer. We have a guy on our chat. He's on every live stream. He does the drum roll for us. His name is Jan. Where is Jan from? Where does he live? Go. 15 and under. Jan. Where does Jan live? Jan knows it, but he's over 15, so. Job, you already won, buddy. You can't win twice. In fact, you kind of won twice already. 3 times, sort of. All right, Landon, you got it, buddy. Holy cow. You spelled Puerto Rico terribly wrong, but I can tell that's what you're trying to say. So you won, dude. Thanks to Joe, because Joe beat you, but Job's already previously won tonight, so he can't win twice. How about that? Landon actually won. Oh, man. This thing is hilarious sometimes. Holy cow. Yeah, that spelling's pretty amazing. Go back and look at the way Landon spelled Puerto Rico. How about that, Jan? You were a question tonight. All right. Landon, are you ready to spin? Spin to win. Yeah, you're right, John. That's for sure. Job wants to give his prize to John Smith. John, I will let you anybody give a prize to anybody they want. I don't know if John wants it. You could ask him if he does. I got no problem with that, Job. Landon says he's ready. Let's do it. One. All right, Landon. At least you didn't land on the red X. Jan, I thought you were from Puerto Rico, not Pritacalax. Oh, man. All right, Landon wants something out of the miscellaneous bucket. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bam. I put some of these cream lure kits in here, so you have won the Carolina rig kit, Landon. It's pretty cool. It tells you all about the Carolina rig, and it has baits and hooks and weights. Everything you need to fish the Carolina rig. How about that, dude? That's a pretty sweet prize. I like those kits because if you've never fished a technique, man, this thing tells you everything you need to know. And it even gives you everything you need to fish it except a rod and a reel. It's awesome. All right, dudes, it's 10 o'clock. It's time to wind it down. I think we're done spinning. If any of you guys want to hang out a little bit longer, we can talk more fishing for a few more minutes. But I think we'll shut the spin to win wheel down. Thanks, everybody, for participating. Boy, that went really fast, didn't it? And if you're going to peel and leave now, be sure to join us Thursday night. You could possibly win the Blade Crate. The Thursday night is at 7, not 8. Saturdays are at 8. Thursdays are at 7. It's been fun, John. Appreciate you guys. That was a lot of fun tonight. Do you have any recommendations on standard wiggle wart colors? Yeah, I do. Actually, I've got a box of them right here. I'll show you some. Any of these crawdad patterns work well, for sure. So you don't even need to remember the name of the color or the number, because if you go on the web or go to a tackle store and start looking, the first thing I would recommend are crawdad patterns. You're going to fish this in early spring when the water's about 50 degrees. T-Star 300. I think it's so valuable because I don't know if it was limited production, but you just can't find any of them. And when there's none available, the price goes way up. Okay, John Smith does want those worms. So, John, I will put the 13 fishing worms on. Thanks again, Job. That was really cool, especially after all of your shenanigans tonight. That's pretty sweet. Thanks, Pop Tart. That was fun. Appreciate you hopping on. I'm going to show a couple more colors you might want to look for if you're buying new warts. This is both new and old, but these are all new ones I'm showing you, and they're great color patterns. I mean, these are really, really nice. Mr. Bass, yeah, okay. These are all storms, Daniel. These are all storms. Now, Storm makes some wiggle warts, and they call them the original wiggle wart, but they're not the originals. They just call them that. So that's a cool color. Some of these subtle crawdad colors or muted colors are really good too, like this one. Can you show the close-up of the PB&J that you won tonight? Yeah, I can. See this one here on the package? It says the original series, but these are not original. What they mean, I think, is they're just kind of mimicking the original, some of the original color patterns. That's what the PB&J looks like. It's got a purple belly. Can you see that? So your jelly's underneath and your peanut butter's on top. It's got red eyes. It's a good looking lure. Did you get a chance to see it, John? No, it wasn't a sticker. It's the actual bait. I put it on the wheel. It stayed on there good, didn't it? It was stuck right on the wheel. I'll show you a couple other really good crankbaits. This one here is lights out. This is like the Phantom Green and Phantom Brown. These are two go-to colors. They don't look necessarily as cool in person, but the fish love them. And that's all that matters. So this Phantom Brown and Phantom Green, they almost look identical, but they're just a little different in the color. They're great. What's my favorite jig and chatterbait trailer? Well, for chatterbaits, I like the Yamamoto Zaco. In fact, I love the Yamamoto Zaco, and that's usually what I have on as a trailer. And for jig trailers, it depends. One of my favorites is also a Yamamoto bait, the Flapping Hog. And then I also will use a chunk, like a Zoom chunk. And I'll also put speed craws on and rage menaces. For my jigs, I mix it up quite a bit, but one of my favorites is the Flapping Hog. My favorite replacement hooks are probably owner hooks, John. Although I really like Gamakatsu as well. I gravitate towards owner usually, but not for treble hooks. And I guess that's probably what you're asking if you're saying replacement hooks. For treble hooks, I use Gamakatsu most of the time. What about the new Kitech one you bought? That's the Crazy Flapper. And the Crazy Flapper, you can bite the end off the tail of it and use it as a jig trailer. Yes, you can do that. But normally I keep the Crazy Flapper intact and use it like a brush hog. But absolutely, you can bite the tail off and use it as a jig trailer. I really like that wooden bass deal behind me. Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? I don't know who made that. My wife bought it for me. I did not make it, but it's really pretty slick. I mean, it's got grass in there, and it's got bait fish that he's chasing, and it's a really cool piece of art. I'll show you a couple more Wiggle Wart colors. Whoever asked me that, I don't remember who. These are all new warts. You're asking about new ones, so this is another great color. Brown back, yellow sides, orange belly. Have I seen Jackal Mush Bob? No, John, I have not. I've got quite a few Jackal baits, but I don't know what a mush bob is. Here's another one of those phantoms. This is the green one. The one I showed you before was the brown phantom. Here's the green one. I'll show them to you side by side as well. That's the green. I know it doesn't really look green on the video, but it is just a super subtle green tint. And then this is the brown one. When you put them side by side, you can kind of see. Although the brown always looks reddish for some reason in the video. These are great. These two colors are probably two of the most important colors to buy, I believe, in my own opinion. They have a really good matte SP90 version too. I don't think I have one of those in here. I've got a couple that are pretty sick looking. Look at this. This sucker's really been beat up. But this is a pretty sweet looking one as well. The new ones, like I said, they're still great fish catching lures. And then here's just some kind of more off the wall colors that I don't necessarily recommend them, but for steelheads and smallies and stuff, they might work good. I probably wouldn't really fish for largemouth on this color, to tell you the honest truth. Here's another go-to staple color that everybody should have in their box. This is just called brown craw. Yellow eyes, solid bill. What's the best stuff to fish retention ponds? Well, anytime I go to a pond, I'm going to throw worms, Cincos. I'll usually throw a spinnerbait. I will throw a chatterbait in ponds. And I also will throw things like MEP spinners. MEP spinners work great in ponds. Those are kind of the things I would try first, Landon, or Outside World. Yeah, Daniel, there's people have different opinions on whether the painted bill's better or the clear bill. I have not noticed much of a difference. But some people swear that the dark solid bill catches more fish, and some people swear that the bill does. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, man. It's just personal preference, I believe. Here's a bluegill pattern that's kind of cool. If I can get them unhooked. Uh-oh. Dropped it. I think a bluegill work in a lot of places. It's got a red chin. This would also fool them into thinking it's a perch as well. If you're throwing in waters that have a lot of perch. It's a good color. Here's a shad colored one that looks pretty decent also. It's got kind of a bluish tinted back. Mr. Bass Curly told me that he doesn't want the swim bait and to give it to John Kilborn. Well, John, Curly's going to have to tell me that. He could send me a DM if he wants, but not that I can't trust you. I'm sure I can, but Curly's going to have to tell me himself. So this is a shad pattern with a little bit of orange accents, and I think it is a good fish catcher. Any baits that I struggle with or don't like to throw? Yeah, I'm sure there are. Something I don't really like throwing. That's a good question. That's a good question. You know, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll think about it and maybe tell you on the next live stream. You would think I could just come up with a technique I absolutely hate right off the bat, but I like just about every technique. I mean, some I like better than others, obviously. I don't know, Jan. You might be able to use them for salt water. Stranger things have are out there. I don't know why you couldn't try crankbait in salt water and see how it works. Let's see here. I will try to reach out to Curly Q and see about giving that bait to Tyler. Is that what you said, Tyler? Tyler Hendershot? Red hooks, when do you use them and when not? You only really need red hooks when you're, and there's the verdict's kind of out on that. Some people don't care about red hooks at all. I like red hooks. And if I'm in, obviously red hooks are a site dependent thing, right? So I will put red hooks sometimes on clear water lures like jerk baits, things of that nature. A crankbait sometimes, like some of these that had red hooks just came that way that I just showed you. The reason I don't normally put a red hook on a crankbait is because, and I could be wrong about this, but my theory is a crankbait is moving so fast through the water. Will they even notice a red hook? I mean, they do have great eyesight, and they may see, you know, as that bait goes zinging by them, they might see a flash of red, but I don't think it really matters a whole lot. But on a lure that doesn't, you know, that isn't, I will put it on reaction lures like, say, a spinner bait, because you can slow roll a spinner bait. And a lot of times I'll use a trailer hook on a spinner bait because I think the fish do have time to see that red hook. But I don't know. I can't say that I've ever put red hooks on and noticed a difference. It's just kind of a confidence thing. It sure does cost a bunch to replace hooks. Yeah. You know, usually if you're replacing hooks, you're buying better hooks. And hooks are not cheap. So you're right. If you just go crazy and I'm going to change all my hooks, that's one reason I like 6 Sense lures, because 6 Sense puts excellent hooks on their baits. And that's what you got to think about. You may buy a cheap lure thinking, well, this thing's cheap. But if it has cheap, crappy hooks on it, you have to replace those hooks, and then that's going to make the bait be more expensive, where you pay a little more for a 6 Sense bait, and you've already got factory stock hooks that are awesome. So that does matter. Oh, let's see. I might see if I got another 2 in here I could show you. Did I show you this blue one? I don't think I did. This has got a lot of flash, and there are times when I definitely would use this. It's got a blue back, silver side, orange belly. And this one, I have changed the hooks on. If you notice, this one has EWG hooks. That's not a stock hook. Those are really good hooks. That's a good one. Good color. So if I try drop shot, what's the one bait to buy? Well, my favorite bait is the robo worm. The other thing, if I were going to say what's the one bait, it would either be a robo worm or it would be the Strike King. What's that Strike King bait called? Why can I not think of it? Somebody knows it. Strike King. Dang it. Can't believe it's slipping my mind right now. Strike King makes a really good drop shot bait. Come on, guys. Somebody help me out here. Why can I not think of it? Dream Shot. That's right. Job, you're right. The Dream Shot. I love the Dream Shot. I think it's excellent. And I love the Robo Worm as well. And I'd start with the 4-inch Robo Worm if you're going to go with a Robo Worm instead of the 6-inch. I think you'll get more bites with the 4-inch. Especially, Daniel, do you have smallies where you live? Smallmouth? Because if you got smallmouth, I would definitely go with the 4-inch. If you're fishing a drop shot in big largemouth water, then you might want to go up to the 6-inch. Yeah, Tyler, those robo worms are awesome, aren't they? Some fisheries, yes. Yeah, well, the drop shot is a killer smallmouth bait. but it catches largies really well also. So those are two really good suggestions, I'd say. The Dream Shot and the Robo Worm. Maybe not right now, but as we get further along, we'll do a live stream where we focus on drop shot fishing. That'd be fun. I like drop shotting a lot. All right, I'll show you this color. Oh, I haven't shown you this one yet. Check that out. That is bright orange. If you're down in Texas where everybody's throwing bright orange this time of year, you might want to try this color. Yellow eyes, but everything else is bright red, bright orange. It's kind of an orangish red. Z-Man came out with a really good new drop shot bait. Yeah, what's it called? Here's a custom painted Wiggle Wart. I don't think I showed you this color. Check that out. I like this color. It's got a little purple going on. See if I can get it to focus here. There. Look at the purple underneath. This would be one I would throw at Table Rock because Table Rock is, I mean, purple is kind of a staple color you throw at Table Rock. And this might be a good tournament lure because everybody during the spring is going to throw a Wiggle Wart, but would not have this color. I like that one a lot. Yeah, it's really detailed. I mean, there's some real bait lure artists out there for sure. In fact, I got two of them. They did a good job on it for sure. Already showed you this one. Here's another new one. I don't think I've shown you. And this, you know, for all crankbait fishing, this is a go-to color, chartreuse. So I've always got this color of almost every crankbait I own because this color at certain times of the year is going to catch them almost everywhere. There's something about that black back chartreuse sides that just, I don't know what it is about it, but this is a go-to color that catches them everywhere. The Z-Man long shots. Okay. I have to try them out. My screen says restream in the top right. Did it say that all video long? Yeah, it probably did. That's the program that I use to stream my videos. I don't see it on my screen. Oh, yeah, I do see it on the screen there. I think I can turn that off, actually. If I go to graphics and... but, yeah. Well, I think I'm about done, boys. Appreciate you guys all hopping on tonight. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed the conversation and all the fishing talking. And we got to do it again. Hope to see you guys Thursday night and Saturday night would be great. It was a fast 2.5 hours. At least it was for me. Appreciate you guys hopping on. I am going to call it a night. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks again for everybody hopping on and sharing, man. It would be boring if it was just me by myself. Appreciate all the contributions. Smash that like button if you would. And tell your buddies about the channel. Maybe we can get more people on here. Thanks again. I am wrapping her up, and we are going to be done in 3, 2, 1. See ya.